All right, everybody, I'm Len Friedman. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Wellness Living. Welcome to another edition of the CEO Tour. Today, I'm in Mississauga, Ontario. It's a little bit west of Toronto. Wow, I am here, and this is gonna be big. We're at Habitual Fitness and Lifestyle. This place is awesome. I'm gonna be talking with Adam, the owner, and Eric, the general manager. They've been a client of Wellness Living since 2019. They've gone through COVID, they've gone through all, and they're absolutely crushing it here. We're gonna find out what the secret sauce is. We're gonna find out their story. We're gonna check it out right now. So everybody, let's go. All right, so here we are with Adam, Habitual Fitness and Lifestyle. He is the actual owner, and we're gonna hear your story. You're gonna tell me how you started, but first you gotta go with the name, Habitual. How did that come about?
It was, at first our name was called Karma, and I didn't really like the name. People didn't like it, but we just had that name because it was a positive name. But then I was really just looking at habits, and I really understood that I help clients have better habits to see better results and to make changes in their life. So it comes from the word habits, and that's how Habitual came about.
And the fitness and lifestyle part, you just wanted
Yeah,
to...
I went to college for fitness and lifestyle management, right? So that's how the fitness and lifestyle got added to the name, because it is about fitness, but it's really about a lifestyle.
Awesome, awesome. And why did you, out of all things, when you think about your day, when you had to select what are you gonna do, what are you gonna study, what are you gonna do with your life, you chose fitness.
Yeah.
Why? Why fitness?
I was working out in gyms from 17 to 19. We used to have grade 13. I'm a little bit older, aging myself. And I was looking at university courses. And then there was one college course that talked about working in gyms and working at rec centers. And I always wanted to either be a gym teacher or do something with sports. And I loved the gym. And then the fact that this was a personal training course and it said that I can make money working in a gym, I thought it was the perfect thing. It's my passion. And then if I can make money doing it, I put it together.
That is always the best thing to do with your life, your career, is if you pursue your passion. Yeah. So when you pursue your passion, I mean, whatever you're doing, it's bound to be successful because you're loving what you're doing.
It doesn't feel like work. It feels
That's
like
right.
Just life, yeah. I really work with the general population mostly, and although it's fun training athletes, it's fun making them jump higher, a few more inches higher, making them run faster, do these complex exercises. I find that training athletes is a little bit more short-lived. I like taking a couch potato, someone that didn't think they could be successful in the gym, was intimidated, didn't feel like maybe they could see the results that they wanted, and then showing them a lifestyle and habits and using proper science to help them achieve the goals they want, right? So yeah, that's really what I like to do. I just take the average person and turn them into someone that seems like they're a performance athlete almost. Right?
Amazing. And talk us through that whole journey that you went to get to here, to this spot here, where you're an entrepreneur, you're absolutely crushing it. 2011, you opened up Habitual Fitness and Lifestyle. Talk us through that first step that made you want to pursue something on your own, that first little sort of inkling of entrepreneurship. Talk us through that.
My father had a business growing up, and few businesses, and seeing him struggle, it was something I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure if I could do it myself, right? I was a personal trainer, kind of running my own business within a gym for about 8 years. We got bought out by Good Life, and unfortunately, I just didn't like the ethics and the way they were doing things, so I had to leave the company. During the time that I was freelance, still training some clients, I had a client that really believed in me. He said I was his 9th trainer, and he kind of said that I'm his last trainer that he wants. And then after being freelance for a little bit, he kind of just dropped the idea, would you ever want to open up your own gym? And if you did, I would support you, and I would be behind you. And I kind of let it sink in, but didn't really make any action on it. About 6 months later, he was like, okay, do you want to do this? Because I believe in you, and I think you'd be a great gym owner, and I think you could lead a team and mentor other trainers and stuff, because you're just very experienced. And then from then, that second time around, he kind of said, look, if I give you a sum of money, could you put together a business plan and something that we can work with? And that's what I did. And then I guess you could say I always wanted to do it, but I had fear, and I got someone to give me a push and support. And I think it was the fact that I'm just a personal trainer. You know, all my life I was personal training, running my own business, but really not having a business background. I had the confidence of going into it because I had someone with a business background that could help me, you know, grow the business. And I also have really, really big dreams. So, you know, it's good to have someone who's experienced, economic genius, you know, and someone that could, you know, I like having partners. I'd always have a partner versus doing it on my own.
Yeah, yeah. It's always amazing when you have someone behind you that really believes in you. And you just need that one person, because a lot of times when you're by yourself, it's really, really challenging. You have these doubts, you have these sort of clouds that may come upon you. But when you have someone that believes in you, that really trusts you and sees that same vision that you have, and you're aligned on that vision, you guys can both pursue that vision together. And clearly you guys are absolutely crushing it here. So
You're making me tear up a little bit almost, because I'm thinking like during COVID, it was rough, it was terrible, you know, and I almost sold the business. I almost got out of the business. I thought about leaving it. And if it wasn't for him, I think I might have thought about it. But he really, really, you know, believes in me and kind of kept me motivated. And then after that, yeah, thank God, because 3 years later now, I think we're better than we were before.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of echoes a little bit of my story too, where I have a co-founder as well. Together, we, you know, by myself, I don't think I would be able. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it. But having him by my side and that confidence that you have when you just two people are aligned together, and nothing can stop you.
Exactly, that's exactly how it feels, honestly. Like when I feel like, exactly, I've always said I just need one other person trying just as hard as me, or putting in that similar effort to help me run this business. And obviously with my partner, great co-founder, but then I have someone like Eric, who I tell people Eric's the owner of the business, because he puts just as much effort as me, treats the place like it's his. And yeah, I got good people around me. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I get like that too. This is why I love doing what I do, because I get to hear your story, and you know, it makes everything that I do, all the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into wellness living, that much more rewarding for me. And we have like a team of over 400 people that feel the same way. So I absolutely love doing this. This is my most favorite part of what I do. So I really look forward to it, because it kind of gives me that extra motivation, because it shows this is why I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it for folks like you, business owners that love what they do, that love training people, that love transforming people's lives, and I give them the tools to help them do that.
Absolutely, no. And wellness living has helped tremendously.
Yeah, that's amazing. So talk us through that decision. I know you were on a previous software platform. What kind of triggered you to make the switch? And you've been a customer of ours for quite some time now.
I think since 2019.
Yeah.
2019. So we had a software. It was honestly not user-friendly at all. We couldn't get our data. Every single time we did audits, we'd get our data from the software, cross-verified, and it was never correct and stuff. So we just knew, and it was because of the setup and the interface of what it was. So I would say, yeah, like, so we were just looking elsewhere. You know, we looked at Mind and Body, we looked at all these other versions. One thing we love that you were local, that you guys were in Richmond Hill, so that really just seemed like communication was just better. But yeah, we knew we were in need, because we need to get a better grip of our forecasting and our data. Data is everything, right? So yeah, so we were on the hunt, and then Eric did all the research, you know, and then we came up with Wellness Living.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so amazing that you have someone like Eric that kind of runs the show in the background for all the software and all of that.
That millennial that can do all the all the new age stuff.
That's amazing. And talk us through some of the services that you guys offer, because it's really quite unique here. It's not just like, you don't just offer boot camp.
Yeah.
This is like,
yeah. So it's 24-hour gym membership, and the way we do things is we have obviously a key fob system that you can enter. What really good about that is that it allows us to like, people can come only during certain times. So then therefore the gym never gets too busy. It really creates less traffic. It helps us kind of work on, so less traffic. Like, we do work on ARM, average revenue per member, because when you work on your average revenue per member, you don't need as many members. So it just makes it a better environment. We're not overcrowding the gym. So big thing when it comes to membership, it's all about atmosphere. It's all about creating a really, like, I like to say I have the kindest members, there's no one's fighting for equipment. People are fighting for the other person to use it first, you know? So that's the one thing, you know, we just are a 24-hour gym. We just want a non-intimidating place. I find we get a lot of athletes, but a lot of beginners because it's not, the athletes come because of the equipment and the amount of equipment that we have in the gym floor space. But a lot of beginners come because it's not intimidating. There's no egos here. Everyone is cheering you on and trying to help get you, you know, to where you want to be. But since I'm a personal trainer, it's all about training. You know, it's all about client attention, one-on-one attention. There's no quick fixes, nothing. I mean, there's automation for sure, you know, but everything is personal and customized. We do personal training one-on-one. We do coaching. I think coaching is a new product that is really popular because it's about holding adults accountable for their cardio and for their resistance training and for their diet. And then sending them a report at the end of the month to show them what was successful and what we still need to work on. So I think coaching and training is the biggest thing, is the biggest part of what we do here. I'd say a good 30% of our clientele does extra training or coaching, either one-on-one training or personal coaching, where they have a trainer on retainer that gives them their daily workout, checks in on them. If they miss their workout, they're checking if, you know, what happened, just making sure everything's okay. And then I kind of say we treat our clients like our lab rats. When you're not here, we are waiting for you to come so we can service you and make sure you're staying on top of your program. And when you're not here, we're thinking of strategies and things that we can send to you. So for the 3 to 5 hours we see you at the gym, you're successful, but you're also successful the other 160 hours of the week, right? So we monitor sleep, we're monitoring stress, we're monitoring what level of they are ready for their diet. You know, what changes are they ready to make? Are they ready to weigh their food and track it every day? Or are they just ready to start making some more simple changes, changing the ratios of their plate and stuff like that? So it's really about client attention and about results, you know, like we really are results based. You know, if you're not seeing the results you want, something's wrong, right? So we need to tweak and adjust, and we really offer a lot of, personal support.
Talk us through how you maintain that culture, because I know a lot, personal training, there's a lot of turnover sometimes in some organizations, especially some of the larger big box gyms. How do you prevent that turnover? How do you make sure that you hire the right staff?
After COVID, we were able to downsize. Now that we're a key fob place, we don't have as much reception, so it's management running the business, and I think I look for good managers, good skills, people that will help me where I'm weak, right? When it comes to hiring staff and my trainers, as much as they work under supervisor and I'm on top of them, I think I just treat them like equals, you know. They have some skills that I don't have. And I think that the fact that we have such a close team, we hang out a little bit outside, we hang out in the gym, we're constantly talking fitness and having shop talk, I have regular meetings. So I just think that the closeness of our team creates a closer community, creates, just a really nice environment. And obviously, prior to COVID, I had trainers for 6, 7, 8 years. You know, I didn't have big turnover, and I came from gyms that had very fast turnover. And I love that I had a team that was with me for so long. It just so happened COVID really threw a hitch in that, and I understand that people had to, try new things. We were closed for 18 of 24 months. You know, people couldn't wait to see if we were still going to be here. For me, it was nice because it was a fresh start. It was a reset. So. It was easy to control. It was who I had and build up from this team. But I just think it's the way we treat people here just makes it that why would you leave if you're happy and you're being treated well? Yeah. Right?
Talk us through some of the, like you also offer classes here, right? Mm-hmm. So talk us through some of those. What are some of your most popular classes there?
Obviously conditioning classes, people love to sweat. They love peeling themselves off the floor, you know, and I think that type of fitness has its place, you know, but we also have mobility classes. We have lower body resistance, upper body resistance, running class, static stretching class. I created something called the habitual health system, and it's the different activities and pillars of fitness: resistance training, cardio, recovery, nutrition, and our classes are evolved around those things. So it's not a one-step solution. It's not, it's different forms of these practices and these pillars, and that's what the classes provide. They just provide group attention. You know, it provides a more affordable cost for people that still want to get in front of a personal trainer and work with people and have that motivation. I think our classes are a big complement to our personal training and to our gym.
That's it. That's amazing. I know I'm going to try one of those classes out a little bit later on. Yeah. So I'm ready. I'm ready. But before we get to that, let's do a tour of the facility, because you got an amazing facility here. You're going to take me through some of your favorite equipment that you have here, and yeah, let's go do that right now.
Let's do that. Absolutely.
All right. So this is the original location. You've always been here since 2011.
Yep. Amazing. But actually in 2011 we were only this half, and then in 2015 we expanded into the other side as well.
Okay, amazing. Wow, okay, cool. So I see a good wide open gym space here, lots of equipment.
Yeah.
Talk us through some of the stuff that you have here.
I can say we're kind of a hybrid gym. We have the traditional gym with pin-loaded machines and cardio equipment and free weights and stuff like that, and benches. But obviously the new style, a little bit more of like CrossFit and boot camp stuff. So we do have another section over here which has a lot more functional training and turf and a calisthenic section, boxing and stuff like that. So we have a kind of like a hybrid mix of
awesome. So I see a lot of like classical sort of bodybuilding. You got the Life Fitness stuff, the Precor stuff. You got the Atlantis stuff over there. So this is really kind of like the cornerstone of a lot of the stuff that you do.
Yeah, I would say this is what I came from. I used to work out in a Gold's Gym, right? That just had a bunch of iron and a bunch of steel. So that's what I was used to, right? But there is a new school of training.
And I see over there you got the cardio equipment.
Exactly, yeah. So your usual cardio equipment, I like to say for zone 1 cardio, mostly this style over here. Those ones over there are great for interval training, right? But yeah, your usual treadmills, bikes, ellipticals, stair climbers, low impact.
This piece right here is actually one of my favorite pieces of cardio, the Arc Trainer. Yeah, this is an amazing.
Very popular.
I know a lot of NFL folks use this stuff because it's very low, there's no impact, right? And you get a really great range of motion.
Absolutely, yeah, you can increase the incline and manage your watts and power and everything, so very cool.
Step mill, just fundamental.
These are our favorite, ladies love the step mill. I love spending time here. These ones over here, I like to say, the assault bike, the Rogue assault bikes, those are very popular right now. Even like an interactive rower, right? This is the interactive rower, so people have their own login and it tracks the history of their, of their performance and their rows. And you can work your way from like a rookie to like to almost like a legend, kind of like that. You go from rookie to amateur to professional to a legend. The manual treadmill is great for rehab and for mimicking things like sled pushing and stuff like that if the sleds aren't available, right? But yeah, these ones here I tend to find people use for interval training and performance cardio.
Okay. Very cool. I love that there's a lot of CrossFit like equipment, like exactly what you said, the assault bike here.
And I didn't just go with one line of equipment, because I do find that certain pieces are better for certain muscle groups and certain biomechanics. So that's why you do see a little bit of a mix. I didn't just grab a line and throw a line in here. I mix and match and chose specific pieces.
Cool. See here, you got a variety of weight racks, and I see they go all the way up to 100.
Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely for a smaller, maybe studio gym, if you want to call us that, kind of. It's only a little bit smaller. Yeah, we have up to 100. Specifically weights that go by 2.5. I think that helps with the progressions and stuff, and helps people, progressively overload safety, right? So definitely have those. Right?
So this is one gym area. Then you have
So at first we were only this for the first 4 years. Yeah, for the first 4 years, and then we expanded into the new section.
All right, let's go check out what's in here.
So this is the adult playground, I call this, right? So this is where the adults run, jump, climb, pull, box each other, stuff like that, right? So this is the playground. So you do see a lot of the, members hanging out in here. I have some stretching sections over here. We have a little boxing section. We have our calisthenics with our rings and our chin-up bars and TRXs and parallel bars and stuff like that. So a lot of people are doing calisthenics in this area.
That's one thing I always wanted to learn is how to do a muscle up.
There you go, yeah. We have some trainers here that can show you that, for sure. Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then, we upgraded to bigger machines, right? So we have a larger leg section where people do, the popular squatting, the power racks and the squat racks, right? So people love to do their, heavy squatting and heavy cleans and stuff like that. We also have, a place to deadlift over here. This was huge for me, having turf. You know, I've been personal training for 22 years. Turf wasn't around before like 10, it was around, but in more performance places and stuff, not in traditional gyms. So having this is just an easy way to get people conditioned, working hard, easy to progressively overload, just adding more weight to a sled, adding distances and stuff. So yeah, the turf was a big addition to our product and our services. Right?
This is a huge thing, the sled pull, right? Where you're not only pulling the sled, but you can do some backward stuff to help with some rehab.
Yeah, some people do a lot of stuff like reverse pedaling. They either have it around their waist or with their hands, and they're doing slow reverse walking with the sled. Usually good to help strengthen your vastus medialis and the muscle around the knee, so I think that's why people do it, right? Yeah. So that's getting common. We even have those battle ropes. We used our old battle ropes, have hooks on them, hooked onto the sleds, and we do these heavy sled pulls. I'm gonna be doing that with you guys later.
Okay.
We do some heavy sled pulls. Just a cool way to condition yourself and work hard, right? Obviously the bench presses are the very popular section, and we have, your usual decline, flat, and incline bench. We have a line of hammer strength. Me growing up at Gold's Gym, they had hammer strength, so the second line became available. I picked these up. These are just really good plate-loaded equipment. They don't make them like they used to, honestly, right? These are really good pieces. Then we even have like a landmine, and we have chains and stuff that hang off your bars for more, strength training and stuff. So if you look deep, we have every single tool that you can think of. Every safety squat bar, Swiss bar, female competition bars, farmer's walks, battle ropes, landmines, like if you name it, we have it, definitely. Tires to flip, sledgehammers to slam, right?
Yeah. I love the hammer strength stuff. This is what I grew up with too. So this is
like you've been using it, man.
A little bit, but yeah. And I see the weights here, all rubberized.
When I did spend a little bit at the beginning. I knew that this type of stuff is going to be there for the next 20 years, right? So I went with urethane, the softer materials. Less pinching of your skin when putting plates on and stuff. Sure, it doesn't make that loud bang, that iron bang that we like to hear sometimes when you add the two plates, but yeah, it's much safer, much easier to use, much nicer looking as well too. So it just kind of adds to our upscale feel that we're trying to create here.
And it's not only the gym stuff. You guys, there's some other stuff you're going to show me. Let's head over there and check that out.
One thing about us is that we are we're private, right? And we have a really close group of members. So I do find that some big box gyms can't have stuff like rollers and acu balls and mini bands and ropes because they tend to walk or they tend to get stolen. But the culture here is so good. You can leave your wallet on the mat and it'll be there 2 weeks later, or someone's gonna bring it to the front. Like there's no theft in 13 years of being here, stuff like that, right? So yeah, we have all these little tools, like even the little small rehab apparatus tools like balance boards and wobble boards and sliders and pylons and ab rollers. It's just these little tools that are just really useful that you don't always get in the big gym, right? You don't get in the big box gyms. So yeah, what's some of our, the reverse hyperextension is really popular for athletes, right? They love increasing their speed in their posterior chain, right? We even have the climbing rope. Maybe when you're in high school and stuff, maybe you used to do this, but nowadays you don't really get to do this much anymore, too much liability. But we have this for our athletes. We know our members aren't going to try to climb it if they can't do it, right? And the ones that can do it can usually handle it, right? So yeah, so we have the climbing ropes, we have our battle ropes, the bumper plates that you can drop weights here. We allow people to use chalk in this place as long as they clean up after themselves, right? But we even have a recovery room. I'll show you the recovery room, right? Yeah, as you walk past the cable machines, you'll see every little grip, mag grip, adjustable grip, all the little toys. I'm a personal trainer, right? So I want the toys, right? I want to have all the toys. This is like a quiet recovery room, a place that clients can just stretch on their own. We have little stretching tools like these old school pre-core stretchers or like the adductor stretch. Some people have some disc compression issues or herniation issues. So for the certain back injuries, we have the inversion table. Right? We have a little foot massager that people put plastic bags over their feet and massage their feet or before or after a workout sometimes. So it's just nice to have this little place that you can recover, a nice quiet room. We stretch our clients on the tables and stuff like that. But yeah, this is, recovery is just as important as working hard. Yeah. So that's why we delegated this room to just recovery.
That's amazing.
And we teach people just stretches and mobility, and sometimes they just have us on their phone and they watch the video of us stretching and they're following along, like 10-minute lower body, 10-minute upper body, 10-minute full body stretches. And this is where we kind of for the introverts or the people that want their own quiet time alone, then this is a nice room for that.
Sure, sure. And you guys are also doing a wellness component, integrated wellness component as well, right?
Wellness in terms of like coaching.
Like coaching, like nutrition stuff, and do you do massage? And
To be honest, I should say, yeah, we have a rehab clinic as well that's attached to us. Currently, it's run by Wesley and Ascend, and someone that I partnered up with after COVID to help run the rehab side of our business, right? So yeah, a lot of our clients go through the wellness side sometimes even before they get to us if they have any injuries or any concerns. And obviously, if our own clients have injuries or concerns, then it's in-house, it's right here. So we work closely with the therapists, and they let us know about contraindications and things that might be safe or not be safe, for the client. So yeah, we're kind of like an all-in-one shop. We have that ability to have that here. And then for nutrition, we have a few of us that have precision nutrition. And what we do is more nutrition consulting and advice, and we help you understand your macros and how to meal prep and how to give you recipes and smoothies and just really how to manage your wellness and manage your health.
That's amazing, that's amazing. It's full service, amazing pieces of equipment, amazing gym space, amazing atmosphere. This place has it all.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, yeah. You guys are having a good taste of one of our classes shortly.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. That was friggin' amazing. Thank you so much, man. That board game, friggin' awesome. I love that. Guys, this has been really special for me because I got to have my team out here.
It's fun. You did really well, man.
You guys, you crushed the workout here. You could see what happens when you work out at Habitual Fitness and Lifestyle. This place is awesome. Again, guys, thank you so much.
Brother. Thanks for coming, bro. It was great having you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Eric. I'm the GM here at Habitual Fitness. So one of the things I like about Wellness Living is all the different aspects, reporting aspects of it. So here you can see we have a dashboard. So I can organize everything right on the dashboard so I can see all the sales for today, all the classes we have, how many people signed up for the classes, monthly prospects, so all the prospects that enter our system. I can see who's not converted into a member yet, so I'm able to contact them through SMS, email, or even give them a phone call. Also, we like is expiring purchase options, so everyone that paid in full or have a membership expiring, I'm able to see exactly when they're expiring, get in contact with them to get them to renew. And also do that I usually set it up for the next 60 days, so I'm able to contact them 60 days before and get them to renew. And projected revenue, that one's always a good one to see how much revenue is coming in for the next month or even 12 months from now. So we know, okay, we have to push up memberships, get more PT, and all that kind of stuff. So another aspect I like about Wellness Living is, the main one is this SMS feature. That is one of the game changers for even contacting individuals, because most people, they're always on their phone, so it's a lot quicker to send them an SMS and get a response from them than sending an email. So always with the SMS, so I would usually do email first, then I would send an SMS, and then we do phone call after. And the best one is the SMS because we always get responses with SMS. Another cool feature that we use a lot is all the reporting features. So I'm able to set up all different reports, so we can see all the commissions we have. We have commissions here for for the trainers and stuff. If they sell a membership, they get commissions off membership sales. So we're able to track all of that all through Wellness, so we don't have to have a separate software or a separate Excel sheet. So it's all tracked in-house with Wellness Living, and that makes life a lot easier, saving a whole bunch of time. So I'm able to do reports at the end of the month to see, okay, this trainer made this much commissions, this trainer made this much commissions, and then get those paychecks ready for them. Other safe reports that we use are lead management. We have the payroll, projected revenue we talked about, and then also categorizing all the sales into different categories. So how much of the total sales we're getting from PT, from memberships, from coaching. So we're able to categorize everything just to get a better sense of our numbers. One of the coolest features is also the email feature. So we're able to set up different forms of emails. So we can always set up, we have a whole bunch of auto emails set up for like flows and stuff. So prospect when enters the system, if they don't sign up for membership, they're getting a couple email flows, maybe a week from now, 2 weeks from now, trying to get them to like, hey, let's get you back into the gym, let's sign you up. Also, if a person is expired, say their membership expired, if they haven't re-signed with us, they're getting email flows 30, 60, 90 days after, trying to get them back with a special offer. So the email flows is another great thing. Even if a new member signs up, we have another email flow for new members. So initial consults, some certain promotions that we're having as well, get them onto like a PT demo, try to upsell them after they become a member, try to bring up their average revenue per member. And also the email scheduling feature. So that's something new that came out in wellness. So that we're using a lot. So I'm able to schedule emails to prospects maybe like 20 days, 30 days down the road. So I don't have to like remember the date of, okay, let me just get this email ready and send it out. I can schedule it and have them come out a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, without having to stress too much about it, and also remembering about it. I like to schedule it, set and forget it basically for all the emails. So with Wellness Living, it's made our lives a lot easier. We're saving time, we're saving energy, and the whole system is making our gym run more efficiently, and just having systems in place through wellness makes our lives easier.
All right, Eric. Man, what a class. That was crazy. Thank you so much, man.
No worries.
So, okay, you got to tell me your story now.
Okay, so my story starts in university. So I was doing a kin degree, so I finished off university with a kin degree, then I went into personal training. That's how I met Adam, and that's how I got started in the gym industry. So I started my fitness journey working here as a personal trainer, and I was also doing a post-grad at George Brown College for sport and event marketing. So that's what gave me all the marketing and all the event planning skills. So I was doing sport and event marketing, doing personal training at the gym, and then when I graduated George Brown College for sport and event marketing, I took those skills and brought them here. So I became the marketing events manager here, and I started doing events. And I started with Olympic boot camp. It was Olympics back then, 2016 or something. So I did Olympic boot camp, and then I did the first board games boot camp, and that's where board games was born. So it was a four quadrant boot camp, and I had a fitness style Jenga, I had board games, fitness Foursquare, and then a fitness blackjack. And we ran that boot camp, and everyone loved it. And then over the years, people were always just drawn to that fitness, the board games. So it was on a whiteboard originally, and then from the whiteboard, I turned it into like a poster. I ran another event, and people were loving it. So then I started doing more events with it, and people were like, Eric, where can I buy this game? And I was like, you can't buy this game. I just made it for the boot camp class for here, to try to get new members here. So they're like, Eric, you got to make this into an actual board game. And then, so I started doing the brainstorming, the research, board game development, how to get it actually made, finding the name, because back then I had it named as Fitopoly. So it was originally called Fitopoly, and then I got some advice from lawyers. I said, don't use the opoly because you might get in trouble. So I went to Pump It Out, and then that was the backup name. And then I ran some more classes, and there was a kid in a class, and he took a Snapchat of the game, and he was like, board games. And I was like, that's the name right there. And then that's how I got the name. And then during COVID, everything was closed down. So gym was closed, Habitual was closed. So I took all my free time, finished off development of the game. I did a Kickstarter, got it funded. And then, yeah, now I'm here selling games.
We tried the game. Absolutely amazing. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
So
and
much
that was a sample.
Yes.
That was like a little sample of the game. But yeah, the number one thing everyone always says is fun. Number one comment, everyone loves it. They don't even feel like they're working out. They feel like they're playing a game.
Yeah. Everyone gets competitive. They're like, they want to one-up each other. They want to go and they push each other.
Yeah.
Awesome. I loved it. It was so
Thank
much
you.
fun.
Yeah.
And you are loving wellness living too, right?
Yeah. I'm the one that got this all integrated here. Before we were using a software, it was like called Easy Facilities. It wasn't really user friendly, and people weren't able to learn it and grasp it. So I had to, I'm tired of using the software. I'm tired of paper contracts. I'm tired that we don't have ACH. We can't even do direct deposit. We have to do credit cards. So I was like, okay, let me try to research some gym softwares that we can make them change, because I'm the only one that with tech skills to make a change like this. So I was like, okay, let me just make this change. So then we just started doing research, and then we stumbled upon Wellness Living. And after that, I saw Wellness Living. Okay, like a couple of phone calls with somebody on the other end, and then they gave us a demo, and I was like, okay, let's make the switch. Awesome. And then yeah, we made the switch happen, and our lives have been so easy ever since.
Well, I'm glad you made the switch.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that we got out to sample what you guys are doing here, because it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you guys.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This was awesome. We had an absolute blast at Habitual Fitness and Lifestyle. This place was amazing. Eric and Adam, what a workout we had. I've got the gear going on. And everybody, if you're in Mississauga, actually, if you're in anywhere in Toronto, you owe it to yourself to check out this place for an absolutely incredible workout. Guys, this has been so amazing. You know, I really want you guys to like and subscribe this video. If you like this content and you want to see more, I'm going to be traveling across North America for this CEO tour. There's so much going on. Make sure that you like and subscribe right now. If you're a Wellness Living customer and you want me to visit with you, make sure that you reach out to us. Tell us why I should be visiting you, because I want to check you out. I want to travel across every single city across North America. That's what I'm going to be doing as part of this CEO tour, and I want to come and visit with you. If you're not a Wellness Living customer, well, shame on you, but there's still hope. Get a demo. Click the link, get a demo. We got all kinds of promotions going on. Get part of the Wellness Living family, and you could see me do what we just did right here with the team. I got the team behind me. We crushed the workout at Habitual. Come and check it out. Thank you all again for tuning in. Till next time, everybody.
Woo!